probably be restating the opinion of someone else.
Okay. And this is totally off the record.
Yes, I hope so.
Okay.
You mentioned your visual images, and it's it's an interesting thing. Normally, housing is sort of an amorphous term. Look behind us. There is this image, but what is it an image of? But there were some images that were, quite frequently played before we reached the last couple of years. I think captured a lot of what we were feeling about housing at that time, particularly affordable housing and home ownership. Affordable housing in the sense of home ownership. One was, what you would see from lenders, realtors, and others, is just the house, the suburban house, white windows, and a green lawn, maybe with a picket fence, maybe not, but definitely a clear suburban house, which I think, kind of captured the fact that we were very much thinking about housing as something that placed people in the setting of being part of the community, and hence less likely to commit crime, more likely to be ready to assist their neighbors, and all of the things associated with housing in that sense of making you a better member of society. There's also an image that came up in a number of variations, from the subprime lenders to Fannie Mae's website, which was the image of a family, usually a very good-looking family. Sometimes, if not often, a minority family. It was in a very good-looking, clean setting, very happy. And this was the idea that homeownership was part of our belonging in society in America. It was something that was not questioning good, part of growing into being an American, whether from adulthood or from an immigration background, a minority background, where you were in the other America that we have that is not something we like to see in pictures necessarily. And then finally, I think what we have, and especially in the couple of years right as the housing boom peaked, was the image of very nice appliances, stainless steel refrigerators. You see, housing television. Very often, first-time home buyers would sweep into the kitchen and say, "Wow, this is where I'm looking to get to." And I think that didn't only say what you were aspiring to be in terms of the current time in your life, but the fact that housing is something very much associated, probably even still today, with wealth building, and generational wealth transfer. The idea of, I think ultimately where we got was housing as an investment became probably the single most important image in the discussion, at least, around what is necessary to be, why do we want housing to be affordable, is because we saw it as something that could provide affluence, whether through the traditional means of paying down equity and being a forced savings, or through the more recent issues of rapid appreciation that turned it into more of a get-rich-quick thing, and that is, I think, even today, in a lot of discussions, the build-up of that, which, in large part followed what we came from right before that, which was, stocks as the wealth builder. That went away. We had 9/11. We had people retrenching to the home. And at the same time, we had the homes be even more important as a builder of wealth. Or at least that was the perception that made it especially, I think all of those images, beautiful family, a house, a beautiful kitchen, kind of was, who can argue with this? Yeah. And that, I think, as Americans, we like the idea of we can make ourselves better in a monetary sense. And that, I think, was sort of where we had gotten